Welcome back. So how do you know if something is real or fake on social media sites like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter? It's becoming harder and harder. That's because the technology used to manipulate these images and video is so advanced.
Well, now, brand new detection tools are being developed using artificial intelligence to help discern what's real from what's fake. Here with more is tech expert Shelly Palmer. Shelly, nice to see you. So, is there any way, when you're looking at an image, is there any way to tell if it's real or one of these deep fakes?
So the obvious stuff sometimes does work. People will have two eyebrows, or there'll be a missing earring, or the shadows won't be quite right. There'll be a shadow in the wrong place. Then you can tell it's a deep fake. Most people don't look that closely, and/or they're not so obvious, and so you need tools to be able to understand what a deep fake is. And for those who don't know what a real deep fake is, it's when you face swap. You'll put somebody else's face on something and it'll look like it's a different person. They also do voice swapping, right? So there are apps that do this, like Zao, Z-A-O, and Face App, which I think a lot of people know about. Here's the thing, they're getting harder and harder and harder to detect, and with the 2020 election on its way in, we're going to start seeing a lot of things. Was that Elizabeth Warren? Was that Bernie Sanders? Was that the president? Did they actually say that? You're going to need some tools to figure it out. So what Facebook did is they started this thing with Microsoft and a bunch of academics called the Deepfake Detection Challenge, and in order to give all of the engineers a way to do this, they actually hired some actors and they've commissioned a whole bunch of deep fakes. So they're actually making deep fakes to teach the computers that they're fake. And it's a massive challenge, because if we can't tell what they are, then how will you ever actually know what's real and what's fake?
So what is the #1 thing people should look out for on these social media sites when it comes to detecting these deep fakes?
Oddly enough, it's more than common sense. If something looks like it shouldn't have been said, it probably wasn't said. And the problem we have is that even when you use regular videos sometimes to manipulate them, if you want to believe something, you tend to believe it. So the #1 deepfake detection thing is for you to critically look at what you're looking at and go, is that real? Right? Sometimes it's fun, like we use Instagram filters, sometimes it's fun to make something fake. But when it's real information and it sounds like it's too good to be true or too weird, that's the #1 way. The #2 way is look for obvious stuff. Like I said, an earring missing, two eyebrows, a shadow's falling in the wrong place, something looks askew in the background, the mouth doesn't quite move, you look a little bit like the Lion King as opposed to like a real person. Those are the telltale signs, but they're getting better and better and better, and so we're going to need computer tools.
Shelly, you mentioned the political ramifications. Obviously, we're in the middle of an election season, but what are some of the other implications of deep fakes? I mean, probably certain things we haven't even thought of, right?
Unfortunately, we have amazing imaginations as people, and so every place you can use them for bad, we're going to use them for bad. For good, I mentioned the Lion King, but you could imagine like bringing Jimmy Stewart back as an actor. Like, that's possible now. You can bring back all your old favorite actors and make new movies with them. So that's going to be a really wonderful use of this technology. But there's a dark side to everything. And unfortunately, in a world where anyone can make a piece of video, someone, for example, made an Einstein lecture by taking a video of Einstein and a still picture of Einstein and putting it in a computer and made a brand new lecture, which wasn't actually Einstein talking. Is that good or bad? Well, if the science is right, it's good. If the science is weird or the message is weird, it's like Einstein saying crazy stuff. How would you ever even know? So we have to be a little bit careful, which is why it's great that Facebook is doing this. Kudos to them and to Microsoft, because they're working towards the problem. But we all kind of have to be aware that these are out there, and being aware is the most important thing. Be aware it's out there, and be a little more vigilant about what you're watching. It may be a deep fake.
And consider the source as well.
Always.
Look at where it's coming from.
Always consider the source. Like that video you sent me? Nah.
Yeah, right? Thanks, Shel.
Shelly, thank you.